Hey y'all. Happy Wednesday. What's up? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Sparkle Wisdom. Every single Wednesday at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time, I go live with the Animal Wisdom Oracle this week. Oh my gosh, it's always so magical when the dragons are here. And when they came back, they did say, third time's a charmer. So we're going to get into their message. I wanted to show you we've got the crystals coming forward with some energy, letting us know what kind of energy we're in. We've got some activation coming forward. The Ascended Masters are here. The ancestors are here. Earth magic is here. The divine and the cosmos. So we have got so much going on. Let's get into it. I'm going to shuffle as we go because I'm being led to do all shuffles on camera today. And before I just need to do something, we've got a couple crystals coming forward today. First of all, you'll hear it in the channeled message. Watch for Ruby. So today at 7 Central Standard Time, every Wednesday, Sparkle Wisdom. And Jordan, can you help Toby? Sorry, I'm at home. I wouldn't say anything that I wouldn't say in front of my family. So welcome here. And I hope you love it. So I don't know what he needs. Okay, so the ruby's coming forward. So we're going to talk about that. There's an attunement I'm going to do live tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. So you want to create some luck for yourself every week. 7/11, 7 on Wednesday for Sparkle Wisdom. The next morning, give yourself a break with the attunement meditation. So hopefully, if you haven't caught it already, you can get a sample. Let me know you're here. Type at me. Okay, let me know you're here. I just got to grab, because just today I did a new attunement, and I would like to do a shout out to my friend Lauren. So I don't know if she's on here yet, but Miss Lauren, thank you so much, because I had the moonstone coming forward and I pulled the card out. So, you know what? I guess we're just meant to do that because that's coming forward. What up, Jolene? Jolene with Soul Expansion. So make sure you go ahead and like her, okay? Subscribe. She's amazing. We work together on our Ascension Light Warriors page, and we have a YouTube on that. We're just really trying to figure it out. Life is really busy, but, be patient. All this will be cross-shared. Nicoletta's here. Hey, girl, I'm so happy to see you. It's amazing. Okay, so this week I'm going to share the channeled message just to set the tone from the dragons. Like I said, I looked back, and third time's a charmer is what I heard when the dragons came through. If you're on my Facebook page, I shared the whole message. I shared the channeled message in the details of this video. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to share that, and this is where the attunement became apparent that I'm going to be sharing tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow is going to be a ruby and clover attunement, and it works. Oh my gosh, it's incredible. So make sure you come back tomorrow. But what it does is the ruby is just like Dorothy. Like, there's no place like home. It really shields your whole energy. It is just so powerful. It cleanses your aura. It's just amazing. And then the clover works with your heart chakra. And just like clovers that take over in the yard, it actually helps break down not only bring abundance in, but helps break down all those little nervous impulses that make us feel not so great. Okay, so we're clearing our channel. We're in the Middle Earth, and let's go ahead and get familiar with the message from the dragon. Now, like I said, they did come up, and it is pretty cool because the last time they came up, I'm noticing it's by the season. So I'm already highlighting that I feel the dragons are going to be back in winter because they are definitely here to guide us. All right, so here we go. This time, okay, hold on. The time is at hand to face the King of the Shadows, to open your eyes and your hearts, that he has controlled more than you know for longer than many comprehend. His iron fist has kept many from their gifts, their bliss, their true essence, and their authentic human experience. Now is the time that reign will end. It has been forecasted for millions of years. There is nothing to fear. We are the guardians of this realm. Again, channeled message from the dragon. We have waited for this time, your time. From here, everything will change. What you see will be your reality. What you think, you shall create. Know this: there will no longer be interference unless you choose it. Temptation is a constant, as is choice. Welcome to all those who shuffled in. Give me a like on your way. We're reading the channeled message. Remember, feel free to share this, okay, so people can join in. Remember how powerful you are. Step into your power. Discover your truth. Place your heart on your sleeve in unity, for he is the enemy of us all. Chills, full-blown chills. Free your mind from the prison he has inspired you to create. I'm going to read that one more time. Free your mind from the prison he has inspired you, me, you, all of us, to create. For he is nothing without you. He shall be banished from your world, our worlds, and kept under lock and key. His time of healing shall come based on where you and your world decide to go from here. No longer will you feel the need to shape and shift. You will be able to go from zero to hero with more ease. No challenge will still be commonplace, for how can you grow into your brilliance without contrast? However, that which ensured that you were held down shall no longer remain. Your ancestors will show you the path. The beat of the drums will find you when you stop and listen for the call. Ceremony is underway in their worlds. They await, full-blown goosebumps. They await for you to connect. There is much to learn from the ways of what was, to catapult the earth to where she is always meant to be. Again, all over goosebumps. Many will wonder, are these thoughts mine? Call upon your dragon. Invoke your dragon, and clarity shall be yours. Lost you were, now you have been found. Trust your inclinations. Don't fear your sensations. I know it's a long message. You are safe. You are being guided. No path shall be walked alone. All you need do is ask, for all is within your grasp. Let go of the doubts and restrictions, for only with you shall they render to be true. Breathe. Give yourself time to unravel these steps. The steps shall unfold before you. Urgency is irrelevant. Time shall reveal that all you question will be answered. Your ascended masters stand by your side, ready and alert for your emergence. It is your choice to be resurrected. It is your choice to be lifted from the sea of darkness. On a boat you shall be placed, and the tide shall direct you to find land where your adventure begins. Your quest is at hand. Forage and forge bravely, my kings. Queens rule with humility and grace. It says together, but it's broken into to get her will be his motto, and no longer shall she need to hide. The world is your oyster, my friends. The pearl is what you seek. From queendom to kingdom to the promised land, there will be no need to fight. Bolster your sword in its sheath and rise from beneath. Wow. You know, I channeled the message. I've shared the message. I've read it a couple of times to inspire my action this week. I've invoked my dragons, and it's just still so magical. I hope you're feeling the magic of the message. I hope you're willing to work with your dragons. I'm seeing that you are because you are here. There are many dragons, but we have the four elementals: the fire, the water, the air, and the earth dragons coming forward with messages for you. This week, you may resonate with more than one. So, as always, I want to make a couple suggestions. I like to use a pendulum. Okay. You can use your body as a pendulum. As we're taught, if you saw a picture, maybe you had a vision, maybe you heard a song like "This Girl Is on Fire" right before you came here. Okay. I encourage people to type in the chat. Please don't be shy. This is a community, right? And I want your feedback because it helps the messages come in more clear. Who's ready? Let's go. Let's go. Okay. So, pile number one was the air dragon. And as you can see, there was some ice. So, the ice coming up for the air dragon. But let's go ahead and shuffling your energy. Okay. And, okay, right away, I see magnetite and pyrite, number 66. So we're getting a message for you, air dragons, right from the get-go, to keep yourself in a state of grace and a state of gratitude, okay? In a state of grace and in a state of gratitude. Okay, I'm feeling a brand new cycle for those of you that are the air dragons. We have Aoite here. The flood channels are opening. This is the number one. It's a new beginning. And this is helping you to step into your authenticity. Okay. Ooh, I love your choices, ladies. I can't wait to read them. So let's see. Ooh, Celestite. What I'm feeling most here is there's this buzz around you. I'm feeling, of course, I'm feeling a vibration as these are the crystals, but this is like you're feeling the buzz. You're literally getting a buzz. Like you could be hearing sounds. Okay, this could be talking about the ear. This is a general read. We all get it in different ways, but this should mean something. Okay, because what I'm seeing here is some silvers. Right away, I was picking up on this like conduction. Okay, so this is letting me know that you're healing. You've been working on your healing. I'm seeing a 9 here, and it's like it's also letting us know about that stage. Okay, so I'm seeing that new cycle is coming, right? The Aoite, the 1, but that was a 9. So it's like we're letting go of one thing, and at the same point in time, we're beginning something new. And this really happens a lot with the new moons. And here we've complicated things, right? Because we're in the energy of the partial solar eclipse. And so that is really turning it on. But look at this. The magic is all around you, air dragons. Okay, the magic is all around you. This is hematite. You're anchoring into the fifth dimension. And if you haven't heard, it's happened. We have collectively risen. At least that's what the angels have been sharing with me. So you can check in about that. All right, so those are your messages about the energy around you. This is specifically the message that you're meant to hear, okay? So, OMG, the Lemurian seed crystal. I was feeling that conduction, okay? And it was kind of like highlighting. And didn't you notice 7, 8? The last card I pulled was a 7. Here's the steps coming in. We were seeing like going into hematite is all about allowing you to cross over into the new earth, into the 5th dimension. And you're bringing with you, you are my Lemurian seeds. You're probably what I'm feeling here for you guys is a sacral. We're talking about your sacral area, okay? And it's not that simple, okay? It's not that simple. But there's this conduction of energy. There's this silver. And so you've been working on digging down. Some people have been digging down for gold, some people down for silver, some people down for both. But this is letting me know you're going down into that sacral chakra to do some deep alchemy. Do you see the blackness? Okay. And it's like you're getting to the center, to the root. Okay. So that is what I'm feeling here. And this is bringing you to your abundance. That's that 8. And then look at right here. we've got the pink opal. So that's letting me know that not only are we have this chakra, the sacral chakra, but you guys also are dealing with this heart activation. Okay. And just like you're seeing here with the pink opal, okay, I find this really fascinating actually because it just dropped in. You know, I'm a Libra. Shout out to the Libras, air sign. Okay. But you know, more than that, our birthstone is opal. So I have had many opals, and I know in the cold, and we're talking about the air dragon who has a trail of ice. Okay, so I'm feeling that this is really relevant, okay? Because when an opal gets cold, it shrinks. And I know this for a fact because I had a ring and I kept losing the stone because it would shrink and fall out of the setting. And so there's this element of being able, okay, this is knowledge for you. It's like, how can we put things on ice? And this is what I'm getting, ice. Dun 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 dun. I can't help it. Ice, ice, baby. It's been a while since we've been singing. Here it comes. Stop, collaborate, and listen. Ice is back with a brand new edition. That's about it. Okay. But that's for you. So you're developing a community, you're developing a following, you have something to share, and it's coming from this timeline. Which I know is really the teacher, the master teacher. Okay. So I think we're definitely settled in the energy. What do you guys think? I think we're definitely in energy. But we've got a couple things coming up for you. We've got the Astro Oracle coming up for you guys. Okay. We're going to shuffle your energy into this. And then we also have the Divine Oracle. And I've been guided to do 4 cards this week. Sometimes we do dice, right? We do all kinds of things here on this channel, so you just never know. But this week, your dragons want to clue you into the 4 directions. So we're going to be getting some direction from our dragon, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and start. I'm actually going to start with the Astro, okay? So we're going to go ahead and shuffle your energy in. Right away, I cut to the birds, okay? I cut to this card, which is talking about a trine, symbiosis, a shift, a change, a change, okay? So that should resonate, and that's what's, definitely happening. Remember, we're letting go of one and stepping into something new. We're going into a new cycle. But what's really interesting is for all of us, not just the air dragon, but for all of us, this new beginning is almost like a spring. So we are having some growth here from some seeds that you already planted. I mean, I just cannot make this up. Okay, look at this. 31, your structure. So we're getting the 5. Now we have the 4. And look we've got the parrots here. Look at all the gold. Look at the daisies. Oh my gosh. I'm just shouting out that for some of my buddies. Okay. But this is the yellows and the blues. Okay. A partnership with that. Stop, collaborate, and listen. Ice is back with a brand new edition. Okay. So there's meant to be some partnership, something you're working on with others. Birds of a feather fly together. We've got Juno coming forward here. Okay. The astrological Juno. And it's like, and I feel like this is coming in, or it's something in a partnership is shifting, right? We heard shift, structure, okay? Shifting the structure. All right, we're going to go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm going to shuffle one more time. I cut to 6th house, sustainability. I feel like this is master number 44. I feel like actually this is a message from your ascended masters about staying in balance. Remember, we got the first message about the magnetite and pyrite, okay, which is all about what? First of all, that was silver and gold. So there's an extension here on what we're talking about. Digging for silver and gold are you, right? Friends of a feather flock together, right? So here, 44 is really just a reminder from your ascended masters to keep yourself in balance. Okay. You can look into your sixth house and see how the energy is affecting you, because those of you that chose this pile, the cosmos are part of your journey. They are part of all of our journeys. However, it's more entwined for you, pile number one. Okay. Because the planets and the stars, they all give messages. It's like everything talks in the same way, but things give different messages, right? And so I'm feeling a big energy with you guys. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead with the astro. I'm going to go ahead and do your east and your west, okay? And then with the divine, I'm going to do your north and your south, okay? So for the east direction, which is all about the water, we've got Mercury coming up. Once again, we're seeing more than one, okay? We've got the caduceus here. This is letting me know that you have been working, and Mercury is all about the fire, right? Okay? And this is bringing you into an alignment. Two is always about an alignment. That's that partnership. This involves you and another, okay? Or it could even be within yourself, all right? But this is leading to that healing that we're talking about. And so as things are wrapping up, but look at right here, it's like you don't want to be overshadowed, okay? You want to keep your leg up. You want to keep your leg up. Okay? You want to keep your leg up. You want to keep abreast. And with the astral coming in specifically for you guys, and the fact that we're talking about the air, and it's all air. I mean, we're talking about the cosmos, we're talking about space. So this is something that you want to really pay attention to. Okay? Pay attention to these energies and notice how are they affecting you. You might want to keep a journal. I highly suggest keeping a journal if you don't already. Okay. Not only is this great for those of you who are getting to talk about grace and gratitude, do you know just simply listing 3 things you're grateful for in your journal a day is exercising gratitude. And it is a proven fact, at my house at least, that when what you think about, you bring about. So if you're focusing on gratitude, you're bringing more to you because you're that big energy. Okay. Yeah. So it's interesting that in the east, we're feeling the fire and we're seeing the snakes. We're seeing the balance. Okay. We're seeing the caduceus. So we're pinpointing a healing, which is what we already talked about, that there's a healing going on for you. I feel it with so much that this is in that sacral chakra. Okay. Even though the serpents, they rise from the root, right? It could be related actually between the sacral and the root. Yeah, let's get into it more. So this is the energy coming from the east. What this is talking about though is your emotions. So don't let them get a leg up on your emotions. Stay ahead of it by keeping yourself in balance. You are the teachers. You are the Lemurian teachers. This is your master training. Okay, this is your master. This is where you are a master. And so you're being called to really master these emotions as they arise. And that's definitely what I'm seeing it. And there's many ways that you can react. But if you start practicing now, you can have intention on how you choose to react. You have intention. It's, you've heard that phrase. It's not a matter of what happens to you. It's a matter of how you react. And I want to just go ahead and tell you, you're human. Okay. No one has all the superpowers. Okay. Y'all got some, but not all of them. So if you lose your cool every once in a while, okay. Because it's an awakening. It's an awakening. It's an awareness. It brings it to your attention. That is the point. The whole purpose of the caduceus is don't not pay attention to it. Okay. Yeah, I know. Not great English, but you know what I'm saying. Okay. So if something is rising up, really catching you, take a moment and say, wow, why? Why is this catching me? Okay. So that's what you're meant to hear there. In the West, we've got the fire, right? Wow. I mean, come on. The sun, I don't think you get much hotter than the sun. All right. Number 18, we're getting that 9 again. All right. So this is coming in from the west. This is talking about the energies that are with you. This is talking about the energies, by the way. We're talking about your emotions here, the emotional masters. We have already pinpointed that. But this is also a message to the east about your intentions to heal, your intentions to keep a leg up, your intentions to learn about yourself. Okay. And sometimes we got to get down there, y'all. Okay. Not sometimes, all the time. All right. So the sun is coming up. This is part of the energy. This is like to the west, is what's behind you. Okay. You know what I mean? Like the sun rises in the east and it sets in the west. So we're thinking about our intentions. And then this is what's already like something that you've been part of you is the sun. And I think that there's a message here. I want to read it. Jolene says 9 actually had come in for me today. Yes, I think 9s are coming in huge. I'm a life path 9. So I get it. I get it. Humanity. This is talking about humanity, the cosmic energy that is affecting humanity. Okay. And that's why stop, collaborate, and listen. That's why those of you that chose this particular pile are community based. There's something you're sharing in a community. Now, of course, a community can be, you plus one, to be honest. But this is showing that you're bringing something forward. Okay, so the sun, it talks about luminaries. Okay, now right away when I say luminaries, I had the word remembrance jump in my head. Remembrance. Okay, so let's get into it. Um, the sun's light. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna read it because it's for you. In the natal chart, the sun symbolizes the core of your personality, your life force. I mentioned that I'm a Libra. I'm a Libra sun. Okay. So that's interesting. That's what it's talking about here. The sun symbolizes the core of your personality, your life force, your ego, and your consciousness. The sign and the aspects of the sun describe how you express your basic vital energy. From an earthly perspective, the sun circles the zodiac once a year, but in truth, the sun is the center point around which the planets revolve. Yes, and that's why those of you that chose this pile, that is why the astrology, the cosmos, they're part of your journey. Okay. All other bodies in the solar system reflect its light. It's unimaginably huge. 1,000,000 Earths could fit within. Wow. The sun, this is an action. The sun's light shines through the teacher. What were we talking about? Okay, confirmation on the teacher, but also the actor, the lover, the leader. Okay, the community leader. Those who use their enthusiasm, warmth, and charisma for the common good. It's time for you to take center stage. I knew it. I could feel it. Let the sun's light flow through you and shine, illuminate, and energize your surroundings. And use this to be of service. So I knew there was those of you that chose this. Yeah, this might be my pile. Yeah, it very well could be. It very well could be. I always check after. And let's see, Nicoletta says, as a Libra, how do you feel towards fashion and earthly luxuries? Well, certainly I wish I had better fashion sense. Okay. But I will tell you, it's more about, yes, what I am all about is I do care about my home, but it doesn't need to be perfect. I just want it to be inviting. I care more about the experience, okay, of, yeah, you want to say luxury? I'll take it. Like the experience of Egyptian cotton. Hello. All right. But, is it what drives me? No. But is it something that I will take to know that I would take advantage of just to have that experience? Yes. So that's kind of like my thought there. So I wanted to share that. Okay. Back to our message here. Blah, 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 blah. As you let the sun flow through you, and I have something to share here, your health will improve. You will draw support of your energy and enthusiasm. Step into your potential. If you're asking about a project, we talked about a collaboration here, okay? So if we're talking about a project, notice how the vitality flows through the design and clear the path. Let the situation be a channel for the sun's energy and feel like it takes on a life of its own. And it's just so beautiful to think about that. Okay. So this is really talking, and see, look at what's in the center. Do you see? It's almost like that ice. Okay. And it's radiating out like when ice is almost like a crystal. Okay, and that's where we're getting here. So the Lemurian timeline, I do work with crystals. As you guys know, we're working with the attunements. So yeah, if you're resonating with that, make sure you come back tomorrow at 11, okay, for our next attunement. The challenge for you, though, narcissism. Okay, first of all, if you're thinking about, am I a narcissist? I want to just tell you something. You're not. Okay? Because narcissists don't think about that. So I'm just going to put that in perspective while I read that. Narcissism is the shadow of the sun's energy, the false belief, I am the center of the universe and you are not. And that's why collaboration came in, because nobody can move the earth on its own. Okay? Nobody can. Not even the sun. Okay? Learn to earn attention and respect rather than demand or expect it. Wow. The gift. This sunlit moment is an opportunity to let your ego step out of the way, let the sunlight flow through you, and spirit do the work. Amen. Shine wholeheartedly and share the warmth with friends, family, and your community. There it is. Ding, ding. And the world. Make it an offering. Live the truth. I am the center of the universe, and so are you. So that's what I was seeing here. That's how you can freeze those emotions. I am the center of the universe, and so are you. Okay? So it is okay to put what your needs first. It is okay to rise with the intention to heal, knowing that the sun is with you. And the sun is your friend, because we shared just last week and just today, I mean, every day I've been exercising this, finding a time to go outside and sit in the ray of the sun, let it come through your window. It can be in the car. Take a moment and unplug. And, you can ask Archangel Uriel to refreshen your light body for your highest good. And the sun allows you to come back into balance. Okay? So that's how you get a leg up. Using your guides and your team, specifically with a sun, to recharge, to literally recharge. Everything needs to recharge, including you. All right? On bottom, we've got the conjunction. Look at the geese. There's a formation going on. Okay? This is the community. It is en route. Things are happening for you. It's talking about alliance again. Okay? So I want you to look out for that. But I'm also getting an alliance in a lot of ways. I'm picking up on the divine masculine, that solar energy. Okay. We've got the sun here. It's already forecasted. It's been pinpointed. It's for you. There's an alliance coming forward that's moving you in the direction. And I'm feeling that this is representative, and it very well could be representing the divine feminine. This is talking about potentially a relationship between you and masculine, if you're feminine, or vice versa. Or, we don't even play parts. It could be within yourself, however it resonates. Okay. So let's go into the south and the north. Let's go into the south and the north. This is already so amazing. And I'm sorry, I just saw this. I got to share it. So look at the sun again. Doesn't it radiate beautifully? And of course, we're pinpointing. If you look at all the colors, we're pinpointing. It's not even yellow, it's gold. Okay, so there's that gold. Digging down for gold that I talked about. But look I swear There is, do you see the caduceus? It's like I'm feeling it's part of the caduceus. There's a pinpointed part of deep alchemy happening because the caduceus is also gold. Okay. And see what's happening in Mercury. And also it says messages. So if you, messages, and I'm seeing lots of wings. So if you yourself are working with angels or the guy or your guides, they have messages. Go into your safe room and say, do you have a message for me? And see what you get. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and shuffle in. Choose your friends wisely. That's talking about this discernment that because you're the emotional masters, right? You're the emotional masters. You don't let anything get in the way. I mean, that's what you're working on. That's your challenge. Keep your commitments, okay? Keep your commitments. Diamond in the rough, you guys. This is that diamond in the rough, okay? Yes, you're moving things. You're literally moving things. You're looking from different perspectives. This is that big energy. You see more outside of yourself. You are the center, and so is everyone else. So it's like you know you're not in there alone, okay? And how you choose to view the world right now really reflects on what you're bringing in to your world. And listen to the message from the dragon. What you see, right? And what you say is what you create. All right. But we've got a wake up call, and I'm going to stop here because this actual message for you is the special magic that you're meant to hear. Wake up call. Let's do it. All right. So we're cutting there, and we're going to take this next card. It's the special magic for you. And it's probably the best thing that you could get tonight. Are you ready? Love yourself. Love yourself. You are working. You're digging for that silver and gold. You are digging deep. I do have the sense all of those that are digging deep, once again, most of you are blinded. You're moving around in the dark. You're not really 100% aware. This is the continuing of that heart awakening. It's just letting you know, hey, you're working the steps. You're on track. This is where we're at. You're making progress. This is literally 20 talks about, that you are setting the intention to reach your goal. Okay. So don't allow yourself to get stuck in any of these one narratives. Love yourself and accept all that's coming through because even the dark stuff that's coming through at this time, and for some of us, it is dark. I'm speaking here too. I've got it coming up for me too. But you know what? It can't be released if you don't look at it. There's no need to run. These are scripts within you that are coming up to be released to make room to bring to you. The cosmos want to draw, the universe wants you to open your energy. You've got that big energy. And they want you to open it to receive what is due to you. And this is the special magic that you're meant to hear. And I have to tell you, you have to do this for yourself. You cannot rely on others. Hey, Deb. Right? Let's see. Nicoletta was asking to see how a fellow Venusian feels towards these feelings. Oh, yeah, girl. I love that. Well, I hope that resonated, Nicoletta, because I think, no, you're not interrupting, by the way. I love this. I'm used to this from my party light years. So many of you don't know, but I actually love live because I've been doing it for like eons. So any of my Kindle people know for actually quite a few years. And I love the interaction. So it actually drives me. I love it. Okay. All right. So that was the special message you were meant to hear. And I just could not think of a more powerful message. So that it certainly was a wake up call, right? Now, the next card is talking about the energy coming into you. Okay. So you were brought here for, yes, these messages, right? For the energy around you to help you clue in, to help you uncover and reveal what's in front of you. Okay. But what you're also we were just talking about being open, big energy, being open. We've got the sun coming in, which is the divine masculine as well. Okay, very well could be. And it says, excuse me, speaking of Venusians, Nicoletta, be open to love. Be open to love. And I want to put a disclaimer because this is what's coming in. It's just dropping in to share. This is about an authentic love. This does not mean it's been easy. Okay, I want to clarify. It does not mean it's been easy. And in fact, this picture is very representative of what many are dealing with. Okay, as you are unraveling, so are they. It is really important to remember as the divine feminine, the sacral masters, to remember that you are the center of the universe, but so are they. And they too are unraveling. So, yes, you deserve everything, but so do they. And we're still aligning. There's still energies creating the best of both. And I feel this has so much relevance. Okay, I really do. So be patient. Be patient. All right. Think about your intentions. Think about the energy. Keep your heart open. Right. Love yourself. Thank you to the air dragon. I mean, this was just so beautiful. So that's what I have. Those are your messages, okay, for the air dragon. We're going to go ahead and move to the fire dragon. But I want you to keep in mind before you leave, those of you that drew pile number 1, or if you're just watching the replay, number 1, go back to the collective message at the beginning where I share the channeled message because it is amazing. Number 2, tomorrow at 11, and I believe this is going to come in. I'm feeling it. 7 is Spark of Wisdom on Wednesdays at 7 Central Standard Time. And then Thursdays at 11 is Time Out Thursday. It's something I've been doing for a while, but that's what I'm seeing is a great time to go ahead and share the channeled attunement for the week. This week is Rose and Clover. So I hope to see you tomorrow. Join me live, but of course you can check that out anytime. I appreciate you giving me a like. I appreciate you subscribing, hitting the bell. The more people that come in here, the more I can spread these messages, which I just think are so beautiful. The angels have so much that they want to share, and the guides, and the ascended masters, and the cosmos. Okay, you know what I mean, and the animals. All right. So thank you for being here, pile number 1. Let's go ahead and move on to our fire dragons. Pile number 2, fire dragons. The ascended masters are here for you. All right. And no surprise, a brand new activation. So more than one pile may resonate. All 4 piles may resonate. Okay, so remember to take time to check in. Welcome here, pile number 2. Like I said, we've got the Ascended Masters coming forward in the Mahabharata. We're talking about digging for gold, right? We're talking about the alchemies, working with the magician. All right, so that's already putting us here. And we've got an activation happening. All right, so we're going to go ahead and share this for you. I'm shuffling your energy real quick. Right away, I cut to being impartial, okay? There's this card that I just showed, and then look at this, infinity, listening, hearing. So I'm talking about keeping yourself centered is the message I'm getting. Keeping yourself centered so that you can listen to your own voice, listen to your own instincts, listen to your own messages that are coming in. Yep. And then, of course, a message to ground. So that goes with it. How you stay centered is by definitely grounding. Okay, so we got your energy shuffled into the Ascended Masters. They're going to come up. We're doing the 4 directions tonight. So we're going to pull the crystals here in just a moment to get an idea of your energy so you know you're in the right place. It definitely will resonate. Okay. And then we're going to share an activation. So I'm getting the activation is going to be the east and the west, And the Ascended Masters, they'd like to bring you some messages, a special message, and talk about your intentions. Look at this, the Divine Matrix. Right away, I see the flower of life. When I'm seeing that, the activation that's hand, I'm seeing, yeah, oh my God. We got the Venusians coming in everywhere. Look at this beautiful card. Ah, Venusian Galactic Council. Oh my goodness. Okay, that is some bright lights there. We're getting the coral. It's giving me the same message. We're talking here. I just already know it. I can feel it. I'm not going to get too much into it. Merkaba. So you guys are doing some major work. You're traveling between the dimensions. But there's these neural impulses is what I'm getting. So this is talking about subconscious scripts, things running in the background. Not only are you guys digging deep, but in a way, you're actually seeing, potentially seeing, hearing. It depends on your clears, knowing, but you are gone down deep and you're really dealing with a lot of it. So we've got some activations coming your way. Let's go ahead and see the energy. Yeah, okay. I'm so excited you guys are all here every Wednesday, right? Okay, so that was just shuffling your energy. Look at this. Mind, body, and soul. Getting to the center. There's that silver again, and that's that electrical impulse. I said the neural impulse. I'm definitely feeling that we're talking about, your neural body, your fight or flight response. Those responses that happen that cause reaction, right? They just kind of happen. We don't even understand. Oh, 2 is your other one. Okay. Speaking of, okay, vibration of the 6, we're integrating something new and potentially, maybe not even something new. And in fact, what I'm getting is that we possibly don't even understand what it is, but you feel that you're on a cusp. You're feeling something different. Something different has changed. It could be a timeline shift, but here I'm talking about Charoite. So I already know that those of you that are here, if that chose this pile, you are already, your third eye is open. You are psychic, okay, clairvoyant. This is an activation. It's an attunement that I do, but you got to have your third eye open, okay? So this is talking about, and this makes sense because we're talking about the fire dragon, and the fire dragon is talking about the ascended master path. It's talking about an initiation. But here we go too. Look at, right away I saw the flower pattern. I'm getting the flower of life pattern, which really makes a lot of sense to me because in a lot of the work that I'm doing with the attunements and with the crystals is they actually, and by the way, before I shuffle, right away, this is opens up the chakras of your face, okay? So this allows you to be more in tune, all right? I want to say more in tune. And it also talks about a pineal gland activation. So we're not only really talking about the third eye, we're talking about the pineal gland, and actually I'm going to throw in the pituitary gland as well. We've got a lot going on in this third eye, okay? And this is not just average. Yeah, the floodgates are open, okay? There's that new beginning. There's new beginning. This is all for you. So we're going in and we're getting to the bottom of these subconscious scripts that are running around in the background, and they are, they're changing things for you on a very deep level. And that's how energy works. Like attracts like, right? Okay. One more cut. Sugar light. Okay. I feel bad when I do this, but I automatically, every single time, I think of candy and I think of sugar daddy. Okay. So you can think of the sugar daddy candy or you can think of sugar daddy. Okay. It's up to you. I hope you're laughing at your side. But yeah, I'm getting like sugar daddy, and a sugar daddy is like, it's that caramel. It's sticky. It's chewy. But once you get the hang of it, it's quite delightful. So this is letting me know that there's something new, okay? I'm feeling a twinge in my solar plexus right now. Have you had, I ask this with love because I know some of you are getting this. It's like in the center of my stomach. Maybe you've been getting some GI complications, right? There's different things. Okay, so we're going to cut here. This is going on bottom. It's showing its face again. It's showing it in a different way. The magic right before. This is exactly what happened last pile. Okay, so this might be a link to pile number 1. Or this could be a link to all the piles for you. We'll see what happens. But right on the bottom, we're talking about hematite. And I told you hematite in the last pile. It's talking about moving into the new earth. So I believe that you're going down deep, right? You're on the ascended master path to go down deep, to change the subconscious scripts that'll allow you to walk with grace and magic into the new earth. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting an oh my God since Friday from Deb. Okay, we're resonating. All right, so that's all the energy around you. Boom. But this is the energy in front of you. So this is really amazing. Number 1, we've got the number 10. We had the number 1 on the AOA. Okay, so not only pile number 1, same thing. But there's more confirmation here for you. You are wrapping up. You are ending a cycle. And it's a big one because this is subconscious scripts. These are formed over lifetimes. Lifetimes. All right. So we've got spirit is assisting you. We've got the amethyst. Oh, am I familiar with the amethyst? And first of all, I'm going to plug what I just posted last week was the amethyst and the rose. You all are going to love it. If you haven't checked out that meditation, bear with me. I'm learning about meditations. I encourage you just to close your eyes and plug in and see what comes. Okay. But at the same point in time, the amethyst is letting me know that not only are you dealing with this subconscious scripts, but we're talking about increasing your vibration so that you can not only deal with the stressors and the anxieties of those scripts and what they've caused, but literally you can align with your future self. So amethyst is really a very more powerful crystal. Many of us love amethyst, but they don't really understand the extent of what amethyst does for you. Okay. Deb says, I chose pile number 2, and this is spot on. Yes. Okay. And we're just getting started. So, this is talking about the amethyst. You might want to grid your amethyst. You can grid very easily. Okay. It's all about your intention, but you can take an amethyst in the center and put your 6, 6. You need at least 6 crystal points. And then you can, I recommend with the amethyst I always recommend when you're gridding, okay? If you're working with grids, we're talking about this with purpose, okay? You get an extra crystal. I always mean to grab it, but you get a crystal, another clear crystal, and you use it as a wand, okay, quote. And what it does is it activates the grid. So it's not really so much about how you set up your grid, of course, with thought and intent. It's more about, are you activating your grid, okay? So when you go to the left, you're actually taking the energy away. And that is what I'm sharing with you. But I encourage you to balance it with something that you want to bring in. Let's see what's on bottom. Oh, that's that hematite. Okay. So let's go ahead and see what was next. Okay. Nautilus. That's another 5th. That's another moving into the 5th. Double confirmation. And there's that fairy quartz, number 22. Okay. So I really am seeing that amethyst is coming in. Some people like to sleep with it under their pillow. Okay. But more than anything, it helps you align to your highest potential. All right. It's really beautiful. It also works with all water. You can bless your water supply with amethyst. You can bless your sacral waters with amethyst. So if you're being triggered a lot, we've got the sacral chakra coming up again. Okay. We've got the sacral chakra coming up again with this energy. But this is really talking about a lot. So let's get into it and see what the Ascended Masters have to say. And you're already rooting into that new earth, okay, that fifth dimension. My angels say we just went into the fifth dimension a few days ago. So this could be that, like, I feel something, but I'm not quite sure. All right. So really kind of pay attention. All right. So we've got the activations are the east and the west. Okay. So we're going to get started there. I pre-shuffled. We got that Merkaba on bottom. So you want to go ahead and activate your light body. And you can actually ask your angels, angels of the highest light, activate my Merkaba for my highest good. This allows you to be more protected. It also allows you to move from dimension to dimension in much more ease because you have like this double protection around you. Okay, that's like the basis of the Merkaba. All right. Um, but this letting me know that these are advanced. Yeah, letting me know, cut right away to the holes of a mente. Okay, no surprise because I feel those of you that chose this one, I'm going to do a couple shout outs. You already know who you are. I got it. We're getting a glimpse of what's happening where. We're getting a glimpse through the pillars of Hercules. Where are those? In the Atlas Mountain. It used to be believed it's right there between Europe and the monkeys came up there, okay? And this is actually really synchronistic because we had the channeled message that that's where a fire dragon, the fire dragon has been resting there. It's been tricked, okay? So but it's interesting that all this is coming together, that you have a glimpse into this timeline, the halls of Amente, and this is the Egyptian timeline, okay? So I'm getting the Egyptian timeline, definitely getting the root chakra. I was feeling it last time, so that might have resonated with you, but I am feeling it here, okay? We're traveling between the chakras, the two pillars between the root chakra and the sacral chakra, which to me means that we're talking about not only are you divine feminine, not only were you in Lemuria, but you also are in Egypt. So we might be referencing, maybe you've been getting Isis energy, okay? And there's definitely an activation going on for these fire dragons, okay? So let's go ahead and see where we're at. We've got, OMG. Look at this card. Wow. I just want you to take a moment and look at how the light is going around us. The crown chakra upgrade. Now, I love this because I was sharing with you all in the extended message on my Facebook group, okay, and on the Ascension Light Warriors page. We were talking about how the crown chakra is an activation. That's why I was meant to mention the Atlas Mountains. There's an activation going on with the crown chakra, and your channel is being cleansed and cleared, okay? So this is all about, this is the intention in front of you. This is what's coming next. So I believe that we're gonna go ahead and read this for you, okay, in just a moment. There is more here, okay. Divine connection, holy experiences, miraculous energy. This is a crown chakra upgrade. And you know what? There's this script. I want to put it up here. Do you see there's this script? You are ancients. I can feel it already. And then look at this, the heart split. So this is all interconnected. This is why this is an initiation, okay? So this is to the east. This is the energy we're dealing with. We're still in the middle of that heart chakra, but look at, it's really close. It almost looks like it's together, okay? So we're so close to wrapping up this heart activation. Many of you have been in this since the beginning of the year. We're talking 6 months or more, okay? We're talking 6 months or more, but this is for you because look at the set of wings. First of all, I'm definitely feeling that you're working with angels. Those of you that chose this pile are working with the angelic realm. I feel it so much. It's on the back of your wings. I'm seeing the energy, okay? And not only that, that you're fully protected. So know all these things. And the dove is the messenger, the messenger. And I'm hearing two turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. So if you didn't check in last week, there might be a message still for you last week that's going to connect this. But two turtle doves is the message. Two sets of wings, multiple sets of wings. But what I'm feeling here, I'm definitely feeling the crown chakra, but it's like this is related to multiple chakras. Okay, so this is a multi-level thing going on with you guys. We're gonna get into it. Wow. All right, let's look at the energy that's already part of you. I was literally talking to somebody about this. Wow. This is the activation. This is talking about the activation that you just went through or that you're currently in wrapping up. It's the crystal skull wisdom, clarity, divine healing, and high vibrational energy. I mean, just take it in. This is like look at the cosmos, okay? And the crystal skull in the middle is like it's kind of like the Pink Floyd album. That's what I'm seeing here, where they've got the triangle and then the light comes through the 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 the, the the triangle, which is the crystal, and it creates a spectrum of light. And so I feel so much that, first of all, we're going to get more into this. I'm feeling like, honestly, like Earth Guardian is what I'm feeling. Earth Guardians, okay? It's like the light works through you and it wakes up others. Wow, okay? So just you being here, just you being in the presence of others. Holy moly. Wow. We're gonna get familiar with both these cards because I've never had them. And look at the bottom. There's that Merkaba. Oh my God. And it looks like, I know it's not, but it looks like that dove in the middle of the Merkaba. And it says Stargate Heart. Heart chakra opening, unlocking generosity. This is really all talking about getting closure. And we highlighted this. I was talking to my friends and I've been talking about it. And we've been highlighting around November 4th. This energy is coming to the forefront for those of you that resonate. But let's get familiar with the activation at hand so that we can wrap it up. Okay, I'm going to read. I'm not going to go into the whole thing, but well, let's see. Okay, I want to be time considerate. But we're also going to see what's the activation in front of us. And then we're going to get messages from the Ascended Masters about the energy coming in and the special magic. Okay, so let's hold tight. This is going to be awesome. Oh, man, I just love how my guides work. I never know how it's going to come together, but it always comes together in such a beautiful way. Crown chakra upgrade. Let's see. Deb saying, okay. Feel free to chime in, you guys. It's not a distraction. I love your feedback. Let me know if things are resonating because, it's just good to kind of know where we're all at. All right, crown chakra upgrade. I'm just going to read okay, I'm not going to read that yet. I'm going to read the other one because that's that's our intention. That's where we're going. The crystal skull wisdom is what we're wrapping up, okay, where the sun is setting. So the sun is rising. We've already have initiation starting, and we're setting. We're also closing out another. So both have relevance, okay? So hold on a second. I'm sorry. Some of these books are hard to work with. All right, crystal. This one, you got to have the words. All right, crystal. Da, 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 da. Crystal skull. And I was literally just talking to Julie. I got to tag Julie on this. All right. What I'm going to read here is the connection in your message, okay? Well, it says that this card transports to an energetic space representing the crystal skull consciousness. It delivers high vibrational frequencies into our field so that we can experience clear mindedness. So, if you've ever felt called to crystal skulls, thinking of my friend Taryn, first of all, or have an interest in them, there is a possibility that you've connected with them in a previous incarnation. Sorry if you're hearing all that. They are gateways to clarity and potential. Okay. So, how can you connect? Visualize yourself being transported to the heart of the stars and ask to be connected to the crystal skull consciousness. Take time to breathe and receive a direct transmission from these crystal beings. Ooh, your message. All aspects of your life are becoming clearer at this time. Expect to become aware of what you need to step away from to have a more focused path. You may have felt indecisive, but now you're downloading direct guidance from the heart of source so that you can live and express yourself in a more authentic way. Know that downloads often appear as your own inner guidance, encouraging you to move forward. The key is to recognize the calmness they bring. This is a time of clarity and connection. Crystal Skull Wisdom is here to bring clarification to what you've been receiving within in order for you to go into the next phase, which we're going to talk about, of your journey. You must follow the information you have received. The information that you're receiving to wrap up one, it's like the quest, it's taking you into the next step. Okay. So this is where that journal, again, I'm going to plug the journal in case you didn't hear that. Keep a journal. Okay. In order for the next phase to unfold, you must have the information. You know what you need to do is heal and grow. If you've been asking for a sign that hold on, I'm so sorry. If you've been asking for a sign that the healing work, I don't know, there's a word missing. Okay. You've been doing has been successful. Oh, there we go. Has been successful. Trust that this card is a message that you've been waiting for. High five, pile number 2. Good job. You're following it. And that's what I'm getting here. This is part of you. You've already done that. So let's look at that crown chakra activation, because this is what's in front of you. This is what's in front of you. So for those of you that are not familiar with the crown chakra, it's the energy found at the top of your head. Okay. So it's here at the top of your head, and it's often symbolized by 1,000-petaled lotus. It governs our connection to wisdom internally and that of source. Opening the crown chakra represents connecting deeply with the heart of source and drawing down inspiration and insight. This card trans us to the sacred hall with pillars. Wait a minute, that came up. Okay, so the pillars of Amente, the halls of Amente. Wow. Divine connections to source and the gateway. That's what we got. The gateway of the sacred heart, the gateway, the stargate. We have to read it. Okay. A gateway that is guarded by a white dove, symbolizing the Holy Spirit, the ultimate fire. The ultimate fire. That's what we're talking about here, the fire dragons. It seems as though there's another realm or dimension ultimately is found within. We are all facets of the Holy Spirit incarnate. This card calls us home to ourselves, encouraging us to claim our own divinity. Wow. So here's how you connect. Visualize the crown of your head opening up and bursting with infinite clear and rainbow light. Send a signal from your crown up into the heart of heaven. Visualize streams of consciousness pouring into you and listen deeply. Wow. Your message. Okay. Your crown chakra has been upgraded. The spiritual connections you have always had are now being acknowledged. There's parts of you that have run from or ignored are now being reclaimed. You've been doing a lot of healing. This is an important time for you're uncovering the gifts and the wisdoms in those challenges to move you through the healing. So a lot of time people do the healing, but they forget to claim the gift in the challenge. And for some reason, that pearl is coming up. Okay. So if the pearl is like, what is she talking about? There's another oracle on this page that talks about the pearls of wisdom. Okay. Check it out. You may have experienced moments you're being tested. Okay, blah, 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 blah. No, it's okay. And no grievances are being held against you. So we were talking about the neural impulses, the subconscious scripts. So this is really talking about, and in a way, a gift that I'm feeling here for you that I would like to give to you. And this is what this card is saying, is that the Holy Spirit comes in and opens your connection. It's your reward for letting these scripts go, not judging yourself. From the moment you judge yourself, you cause separation. This is about coming into alignment. This is about coming into source. This is about coming together. So therefore, when you release, you can use those, yes. Therefore, when you release the judgment against yourself, you bring yourself closer to the all. It's just beautiful. This is a coming home to your truest self. You are being encouraged to prepare yourself for miracles. I've got full-blown chills. I actually feel like I want to cry. Wow. Like that is a big message for many of you. It's been hard, right? The Ascended Master Path is not easy, but you're being rewarded along the way, okay? Expect to experience wonder and blessings, for you are being surrounded by healing light. Divine encounters and holy experiences are happening around you. If you have had a challenging relationship with spirituality or religion in the past, it's being healed so that you can move forward in an authentic way. Experiencing the divine on a personal level and beyond the limitations of unnecessary dogma, you are connected. You are connected. Wow. Thank you. And you are connected to go through that heart opening. Okay. Now, I love the synchronistic because those of you that know me know that I believe, and I'm being shown that our chakras are the communication system to the universe. And the fifth chakra, okay, many people call the fifth chakra. I call it the fifth chakra. Some people call it the fourth. But the reason is the first one is our treasure chest, the root, the sacral, the solar plexus, and the shift. The shift in consciousness through the heart chakra. This is the middle earth chakra, the King Arthur timeline. So if that resonates, okay, I'm not going to have time to go into this now, but maybe I can do a short on this. I'm going to set it aside. Okay. So check back. Maybe I can do a short. All right. Oh my God. Look at what the next card is. How can I not say King Arthur and not show you the sword of light? What? Wow. And look at, there's that crown. I mean, look at this, you guys. Do you see the symbol? Do you see the difference there? This is that one that's in front of you, okay? Going down into the sacred heart. And then look at, this is like the solar. So there's a lot going on, okay? This is a divine, and it's a pathway and it's steps, okay? It's a pathway and it's steps. So this is the next step in front of you. Wow. Thank you to all of our angels and guides. This is so magical. It's all about keeping yourself, keeping your mind, okay? It's okay to go into your thoughts. It's okay to study. It's okay to research. It's okay to uncover, but this is coming up with purpose. Allow it to be inspired. Don't just jump on a bandwagon because it's there. Does that make sense? Jump on it because it inspires you. You feel it. You get the chills. Like that's the chills are truth. I'm speaking truth, and that's, I mean, not that I don't speak truth, but this is like confirmation. Okay, so yeah. All right, ascended masters. Okay, there he is again. We saw it in the shuffle. Be impartial. Be impartial. Okay. So this is the guy in the war, and there's this huge war between two families, and he feels stuck in the middle. So instead of getting in the war, instead of getting involved in the fire, instead of allowing the volatility, the emotions of the situation to guide him, he decides, I'm going to carve my own path to keep myself centered. He focuses on what? He focuses on growing the food for all the people. So he is tending to the all. Okay? And so we're getting a message of service here again. We're getting a message of service and what that can do. So let me just say, I just have to be honest, being an oracle, being here in front of you guys, like it doesn't matter who's here. These messages just coming through, they spark me in such a way I can't even possibly, I think you can tell, right? This is like not fake, okay? It's authentic. Like this is like magic. It's like magic, and it feels so good, to be honest. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and cut to the bottom. Right on bottom, we're talking about your intuition. There's this magic around you. This next full moon. Okay, there's a lot of energy, and the moon cycle is really apparent. But look at his crown. Okay, it's got that green scarf on it. So during a crown activation, I'm thinking of you, Jolene. Thank you. Is like when I had this huge crown activation, like you want to think about wearing a hat on your head. You want to think about keeping yourself covered because you're open. It's not that you're not protected, okay? But it's like protect your sacredness to source. Protect your channel, okay? And then look at this is really showing us the multi involvement of what's happening in that chakra system. Your communication system is going off in many ways. You're working with the moon cycle. You're working into your authentic expression, digging for gold. You're working on your balance. You're rooted in. And you're really, really putting all of these things together. Okay. Now, even though this is a masculine energy, we're talking about the feminine. I feel divine feminines here. Not that you can't be divine masculines, but I'm definitely picking up on the divine feminine. But he's coming forward. The Ascended Masters want to tell you it's all about your actions. So it's fine. It's fine to receive the message. Are you taking action? That is the very first message. What's the special message though? Here she is. She's dancing. Are you dancing with the universe? Are you keeping your desires? Are you at the forefront? Do you know what you want to reach up and pluck from the universe and bring down to manifest in this world? What are you bringing down? If you are thinking, remember what you think you bring. If you're thinking vague, what are you going to get? Fog. Okay. You are powerful. You are powerful. And this is talking about, she's got her left arm. This is talking about the relationship of receiving the message and passing it off to your masculine energy, which is action. The left, the feminine, is about the receive, and the masculine is pushing it out and acting on it. And those of you that chose this pile, the fire, I feel it. There's that root chakra. It's all about keeping that root chakra in balance, letting you know that you are safe, you are protected. I deserve this. Okay? And there's this, I'm getting like this Babylonian. This is what she give me, like belly dancer. Okay. So I'm feeling this sexual energy as well. And it's all about that spark in the dark, is what I'm getting here. And it's more about creating this safety. And it's not just sexual energy, but that's what rides up into that sacral, like is a lightning bolt to your sacral chakra, and it allows those sparks of creation. Okay. So, yeah, beautiful message. Beautiful message. I'm seeing something more here. Okay. I saw the belly dancer.
What?
But I didn't notice it, but we were just talking about that, and I love it. She's got like an orange bronze. We got the reds and the oranges, okay? But then we're also seeing this golden. There's this golden trinkets everywhere, okay? So this is really kind of confirming where we are. But a big message is, what do you desire? Have you shared it? Yes, protect that crown. Thank you, Jolene, for that. Exactly. Oh my gosh, you guys, I just noticed it. Look in the background. You see the small twigs? Because what putting out there and focusing on your desires, this is building off an idea that came last week. You know what? Those of you that chose this pile, you want to feel the fire. You want to get the fire and the passion. The dragon of fire is here to tell you. You want to work with the Holy Spirit. You want to talk in tongues, okay? You know what? It's all about putting it out into the universe. So last week we had talking about doing like index cards and putting on there what you want, the map, okay? Because anytime you go somewhere, if you're going to go somewhere and use your Google map, you got to have an address. You got to know the destination. So this is a challenge for many of you, those of you that chose this. I want you to go big. Choose 10 things. Sit down. Sit your booty in a chair. And what are 10 things that you're bringing into your life over these next couple months? Because once you put it out there and then you read it first thing in the morning, I am going on a trip to Mexico for 2 weeks for my family. It's amazing how these energies are created. And that's why the dragons are here to let you know when you work with the elements, you are the magician. You are the magician, but you have to work with all the elements. Okay? Beautiful. So, what is the energy coming in to assist you to do this? What's that spark? We're going to read this. Okay? It's come up a lot. We're going to read it. I'm going to hold it up here. What are you getting? Now, I know it says greed. I know it's hard to read backwards, but this is talking about your structure, and it's not really talking about greed, okay? It's putting things in perspective, as you will see in just a moment. So let's go ahead. This is the one we're going to read for you guys. All right. I turned literally right to it. Number 13. Weren't we talking about the gift? The gift. Interesting that number 13 has been related to the pearl. I'm really feeling the pearl is really important to those of you. Please check out that oracle, okay? I feel like there's messages for you. Okay. This sun, I'm not even going to attempt the names. Oh, we've got a spammer here. Okay. I'm not even going to attempt the name. Okay. But this guy was given a jewel to protect him against weapons, disease, and hungers. Oh my gosh. Can anyone delete this? Crazy. That's fine. All right. He was given a jewel which protected him against all weapons, diseases, and hunger. Raised in somewhat of a modest home, he always craved and desired more than he had. And we were talking about dancing with the universe and bringing in your desires. Okay, so this is really kind of balancing the energy. He was robust, impetuous, and greedy, and resorted to devious methods selfishly. As the son of a master drona, he was taught highly advanced military skills. During the war between the families, he replaced and became the supreme commander. I'm not even going to try and say the names. Although he failed to kill the Pandavas, which was his primary goal, he managed to destroy a good portion of their army. when when Dularhana, sorry, was killed by the Pandavas, he was so enraged that he made a deadly attempt to kill the Pandava brothers at night while they were sleeping. Okay, so basically it's saying that he got carried away with his desire, that he was willing to do something unethical for it. Okay, so this is a warning. Blah 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 blah. I'm sorry, hold on. I don't mean it like that, but let's see. The first attempt misfired and turned out to be the five son. Okay, hold on. The Pandava brothers at night while they were sleeping, but the attempt misfired as it turned out to be the five sons of the Pandavas. When the Pandavas learned of the tragedy of their children, they were inconsolable. They weren't searching for this guy. And on seeing the Pandavas in a fit of rage, this guy devised a shower of meteors from a blade of grass and invoked it against the Pandavas. I'm feeling the heat right now. I really feel that those of you that chose this, what I was feeling the heat and what I'm getting, this is the fire breathing dragon. We're talking about your words. We're talking about when you lose your head. And I'm not bringing this up. I'm owning. Been there. Do it. Happens. But what words are you sharing that are binding to others? This is what I'm feeling this warning is about. Okay? This is what I'm feeling. You have to really make sure that you're speaking your truth. Okay? So let's see. I hope this is making sense because I know these are big words in here. But he created a shower of meteors from a blade of grass and invoked it against the Pandavas. This weapon can be invoked by reciting sacred mantras into an object, in this case, a blade of grass. In retaliation, Arjuna, on the other side, invoked the same astra, fearing that against him, fearing that the collision of these astros would destroy the earth. See? It's like the war. It's like you're destroying more than you think when things twist out of when they get too far. This is really speaking to me because I get back, but I have moments. I'm just going to admit it, moments of, and it's from the Ascended Masters are letting you know that this path is difficult, and you can have moments where you just like kind of freak out. And it really hurts those around you. And that's why we're talking about these neural pathways. Those are those subconscious scripts, those reactions that just happen. But that's what we're working on. So it's a matter of forgiving yourself, having grace and gratitude to keep yourself centered. And hey, if you lose it, it's okay. It's about learning from it, is what I'm trying to say. Oh, thank you, girl. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will do the same when I'm on with you. Thank you, Jolene. This weapon, okay, blah, blah, blah. Here we go. This archetype is someone who is greedy, arfurish, biting off more than he can chew. Examine, reflect, and consider your demands and aspirations. Are you asking for more than you can handle? Curb your overzealous nature. Resist the temptation. And that's what the dragons brought in, the temptation. Temptation is a constant, but so is choice to stay within your limits. Okay, so this is really about thinking about those desires. Okay, and this is the balance. That's why the special magic came in. Do you see? That's how we get it in balance between our energies. Don't just take action, which is the reaction. Have yourself, and I love how she's like passing it off to him. This is a perfect analogy for what I'm trying to say, is that you receive the information, dance with the universe, co-create with source, receive the information, make sure it's for you, reach off and pass it off into your actions, that masculine energy. And then notice where that spark goes. That's really what's meant for you. Pile number 2. This was a very deep reading. Oh my gosh. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a like, share, hit the bell. Tomorrow I'm going to be posting the which you guys are going to know about, because it is about the crown chakra activation, and we have the ruby, which actually shields that crown chakra, believe it or not. So this is so cool. And I love how it's showing the Sacred Heart in that ruby color. It's like shiny and sparkly. Okay. So we've got the ruby with the clover, pulling that abundance to you. Okay. Wow. Thank you, Ascended Masters. Thank you for letting us know where we're at in these activations, because many of those who are working on the Ascended Master Path, and remember, you have multiple dragons coming in. So those of you that chose this pile are on the Ascended Master Path. You are working with initiations, and they are heavy. So this advice is coming in because why? These initiations are helping you to evolve. They're helping you to evolve, which is the whole purpose. Oh, I love it. Pile 3333333. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's so awesome. And I just saw on the clock, it just said 13000. 13000. There's that 13 again with all the zeros. Like, this is for you. You will find your way. And I'm hearing the dragon message. Time, it was talking about urgency is irrelevant. So those of you that chose this pile, you do have time. You have time to really pull things in before you make decisive action. Don't react. Okay? Deb says, wow, that resonates 100%. Girl, you are so welcome. It does. It does. My goodness. So crazy. I know these messages these last couple weeks. Thanks for those of hanging on. Okay, we're moving into the third pile, which is the Earth Dragon. Okay, so we're going to start down here for the Earth Dragon. I've got the Astro Dice coming up for you guys. We've got the Astro Dice coming up, and I wanted to let you know that if, a lot of readers don't do personal readings, but I wanted to tell you that if you're in my Facebook group, if you go ahead and join my Facebook group, the link is in this description. I will offer personal readings. I've been doing them earlier. You know what I really like is, I will use what I'm drawn to but I have been using the dice with a lot of people, rolling the dice and doing 3 cards, and sending like a 10-minute. It's like around 10 minutes. So if you'd like that, let me know. I'd be happy to do that. It'll just be a small fee, okay? Like $5 is what I'm thinking. So if you're interested, let me know. Okay, we're gonna roll the dice. Ding, da-ling, da-ling, ding. Okay, we've got the moon coming up. And don't you love that on this dice? I know it's hard to see, but it is the new moon, which is the energy that we're in. Okay, so we have that, and we've got the Aquarius coming up, Aquarian energy, the water bearer with the moon, and then look at, we're talking about the 5th house. Okay, we're talking about the 5th house. Now, I just have to show you this as this is meant to be shown to you because just a few minutes ago, my husband placed this on this particular pile. This is some tips that I got from our food truck. So I worked a shift. Thank you, honey. But notice the 50. That's what I'm seeing here. Are you seeing 55, 550, 50s, 55s? I feel like this is really relevant. I'm also seeing a mirror. There's like a mirrored pattern already happening. Okay, so that is already talking to me. Let's get these crystals in here for you. Let's pick up on the energy some more before we get into that. I'm going to flip you back up. Ooh, okay. Wow, I've never seen the actual mandala. This is the beautiful Larimar, talking about balancing that throat chakra, okay? And what I'm seeing here is wheels. So I believe, and I got this message earlier for somebody using this combination, so I'm going to take it. The wheel is turned in your favor. There's a wheel that has turned, and it's affecting everybody. And for you, I'm picking up on the throat chakra. That's why I had that little cough there. Okay. So look at, but also structure and abundance. So structure and abundance leading to a 12. 4 plus 8 is 12, which is talking about balance. Okay. So we've got lots of different vibrations coming in, but I'm feeling the wheels are twisting. And what's interesting is I feel like there's one wheel that's moving up and there's another wheel that's moving down. So this is coming up with purpose. Let's find out a little bit more. Citrine. Okay. So it's kind of narrowing in. I'm feeling that solar plexus. That's the shift. This really makes sense because it's happening one is happening for all. And there's been a big shift on that Atlantean timeline. And this specifically is affecting those of you. And when I see the water barrier, okay, this is taking me to, we all get led to things, but I'm thinking about there's this picture that I'm having of the water bearer, and it's a masculine energy carrying the water. And who is he carrying it to? And I'm feeling the energy of the feminine here. So I'm getting this mirror. I'm feeling these mirrors. Okay, I really am. I'm feeling like this mirrored image. Let's see what else is going to pop up. 4 of these. Okay, Muscovite. Okay. So that makes an 11 here. The Muscovite, it's like these gears, right? I feel these gears. The gears are turning. Wow. Hi. Want some money? 5th house in Scorpio. What? Yo. Thank you, Divine Sis. Wow. Okay. New moon in Scorpio, the 5th house. What? So you might want to check your Aquarius placements. But I was kind of getting the water bear talking about nourishing that feminine. So there's this energy from the Scorpio energy coming in to nourish your divine feminine. Okay. And there's these gears that are changing. And I believe that this is spirit changing these gears for you. I literally, okay, this is magical for me a little bit right now because it is a 7. 7 always means magic. But I literally had Amber jump in my mind, it was like a lightning bolt today. I was talking about honey with my friend Trish. Hi, Trish. I'm sure she'll check this out. We were talking about honey. We were talking about mead, Nicoletta, which is fermented honey. And I was like, fermented honey reminds me, honey, speaking of honey, really, you got to do that right now, babe? Okay. You're fine. Just so you know, he's putting tape on a box. No big deal. But yeah. And you were born on the 7th. Yo. Happy birthday, my friend. No, she's not 7-7. You're 11-7, right? Nicola, is your birthday coming up? 11-7? The flip is 7-11? Oh my gosh, that's already like, okay, anyway. So yes, this Amber was coming up. It was reminding me of in the movie Jurassic Park, that was the image I had. In the movie Jurassic Park, the old guy who has that amber and he's got like it's like a bug, right? And he's frozen in that. I don't know why, but that's coming through in so many ways. Oh, May 7th. Okay, right, because you're a Taurus. Our sun is May 10th. So very close there. Okay, on the bottom, jumping up, there's that impulse. I'm going to read it the same. The celestials. So yeah, we definitely have the astro coming in here. There actually might be, there's an inverse relationship between the air and the water, right? As above, so below kind of thing. So you might be resonating with that other pile, okay? Or it might be mirroring or pulling in some messages here. And I'm actually literally seeing mirror, like it's like an inverse of the image around the dial, okay? So, the energy that's being pulled in, hello, heart chakra. Rokandosite. I'm going to say it wrong. Rokandosite. No, I think I'm saying it right. This is that shift in front of you. It's all really happening in this heart chakra. We're getting to the middle of it. And this is kind of coming up on all the piles. And so this energy is moving in. It's another 5, by the way. 555. It's another one of those. And it's like this heart chakra. But then look at it's creating this structure. Okay. So ones are about oneness. I mean, I can only read the numbers for me. Okay. They communicate in very specific ways. We all have our own. It's not that you can't interpret this in your own way. I'm just reading what comes. The 1 means that you are working with oneness. The 4 is talking about the structure. So you are really learning, those of you that chose this pile, the water pile, you are really learning and understanding that it is your perception and you have choices. Okay. When you decide to make a choice, when you decide to look out your window, the window of the world in front of you, you have a choice of what you want to see in that display case. I don't know why this is coming up, but it's coming up with purpose. Okay. Channeled message. So this is the energy. Okay. This is the energy. And look at this. I'm feeling this like fire and ice. So, this is just a continuation for those who resonate, because some are going to resonate with all piles, or this is connecting you to the fire and ice pile if you feel called, okay? Because many of you many of you are working with more than one dragon, if not all 4, if not even more than that. We're only highlighting 4 today. Okay, so I feel the need to add these numbers, and I'm going to do that. So I get a 3 and an 11, okay, together. So let's see. So that's 11, carrier 1, 41. And isn't that amazing? We're talking about mirrors. So together, this energy is a 41, 14, and what's the flip? 41. So as you think of oneness and create your perception and bring your choice and change your structure based on your choices, more choices bring you into oneness. It's like a synchronicity of flow, an ebb and flow, which makes sense, doesn't it? Since you are the water. No, you're not the water. You're the earth. I keep saying water. Forgive me. We're talking about, you know why, you guys? Because I did them out of order. I'm going to have to fix this. I am reading the water dragon. So forgive me. I'm reading the water dragon. Yes, I'm sorry. So we're going to flip that. So pile number 3 is actually the water dragon. Pile number 4 is the earth dragon. A flip? Potentially, did something just change? Potentially, is something brand new just dropped in your lap? That's that mirror, okay? So this is the energy I'm picking up on. I really am. What's in that 5th house? Okay, this is talking about fertility. Aha. Fertility, women, pregnancy, birthing a project, joy. Okay, this totally makes sense with the Rakandosite. Totally. And I'm even thinking about this Rakandosite is reminding me, getting an image of last week we were talking about the partridge. And we were talking about partridge in a pear tree. I was talking about a pear, okay? So this is building on. This is the heart chakra. This is building on this activation of a pair, the mirrors, the divine feminine, the divine masculine in alignment, okay, in my mind's eye. I am seeing actually right now that the cosmic energies are assisting you in keeping some of these, this is a healing in front of you is what I'm feeling. This overwhelm that surrounds you. Okay, so the cosmic energies are coming in to assist you with these energies. You've learned all that you need to know. Okay, so this is where I'm getting that reciprocity. Are you recognizing the triggers? Because we're reading the water dragon. Sorry, I just flipped into that. So what we mean by this, so this is actually pile number 4, you guys. Okay, so what we mean by this Okay, I'm getting a message. I'm sorry. It's about the center of this card. Do you see the center? I know that's kind of glossy, but do you see how the center is really noticeable here? The eye. The reason I'm mentioning that is because the dragon has come forward so many times, a lot of times people only see the eye of the dragon. Okay. So if you're seeing an eye, it has to do with the dragon. But also keep in mind that all dragons are of the light, but some dragons have been molded to be used in different ways. Okay. Not of their own free will. I'm just going to say that. Not of their own free will, but there is an opening. It's narrow. There's a narrow opening. And this is talking about that heart chakra. It's talking about how you feel. You might be feeling the squeeze. You might be feeling the frustration. I'm actually literally feeling a squeeze in the back of my heart chakra right now. But the dragon is here to let you know that they get through the eye and they have many times escaped through the eye, no matter how narrow the passage is. Look up the definition of dragon and you'll see what I mean. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you're like, it still resonates. Maybe we did a little trick on you, right? Okay. So, water dragon. I think we're settling into energy, right? So yeah, we're really and fire and ice. Fire and ice. We're the water dragon. So if something's been kept on ice for you, the fire can melt the ice. You see what I'm saying? To reveal something in front of you, the water bearer. Yes, this is really speaking to me. Let's get into these messages. Now, all of your messages are from your ancestors. All of your messages are from your ancestors. Okay. That's what's unique about this particular pile. You've been working with your ancestors and they really want to come forward. Now, I did a pre shuffle and look at here. We've got a spark to the tree. Number 16, the magic, the blasted oak. I'm feeling why does it's like somebody falling to the ground, right? And the tree is coming in, and then the tree and the person. There's what I'm getting is there's a story about how petrified wood is what's coming up, okay? Because when a lightning strikes a tree, that that wood is seen as sacred, okay? So that's coming up for just to let you know where we're at, a lightning strike. So something's coming out. Fast moving energy is coming towards you. You're protected. This is the path that you're on with your ancestors. The Bambi here is like you're going in to learn sacred knowledge, but you're going in to learn. So know that you're protected. Don't worry. Allow yourself to receive. This is a change in your structure, but this is meant for you. It's here in the earth world. This is something you're manifesting and bringing here. Okay. So you're working with your ancestors and you're bringing those messages to this earth plane. All right. Now, this particular deck is my Celtic deck. So we're in the Wildwood Tarot. All right. I don't know why I just shuffled. All right. So we've got the 4 sacred directions. I'm going to go ahead and pull them. I'm going to do this in a different order for you guys. Wow. Okay. All right. So, first of all, wow, this is truly beautiful, you guys. Okay. So, first card we're going to start. What's the magic that you're meant to hear? This is from the South, okay? The magic that you're meant to hear, of course, it's representing the water elements. And so we see this beautiful water flow. The animals are coming here into the water. And this is the Ace of Vessels, the waters of life. And look at this. This is actually that sacred heart. And it's like the water. And look at it's literally like the water bearer, like the chalice, right? The grail, the grail. And so it's all about how it nourishes. Okay. I'm seeing lots of things. Are you working with animals? This is resonating for me as well. Are you working with the animals? because we're getting the deer again. And the deer, well, actually the deer, they have horns, they're learning, and then they fall off. Okay, they're seasonal, so they fall off and they come back. But this to me is not just a deer. Okay, this is like, well, isn't it it could be a deer, but it kind of looks like an elk. All right, but what I'm saying is it's grown. So there's a lot of expansion going on during this whole awakening for you. And the water is just going to come through and nourish itself. The swans, the deer, this is really talking to me. These are the animals that I see and the animals that have come up through my awakening that represent this divine meeting. Okay. And I'm even seeing 2 and 2. I just see there's 2 of us with us, 2 thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up, please, guys. Um, but it's like there is this alignment. It's like this is talking about, I'm getting that twin flame energy, okay, as we said with the dice. So this is that heart awakening is leading to that. And there's this boat floating here. You might have to read the special magic. The Ace of Vessels, the Ace of Hearts. This is the vessels is the heart. Okay, so that totally tells me that you're wrapping up this heart chakra. Okay, now the energy that's already part of you is the Seven of Vessels. All right, so this is confirming that you've gone through some heartache, but this heartache, it's like it was it had you had to face it so that you can move through it. And this is behind you. It's already part of you, but may have been challenging. So I just want to give you a shout out. Way to go. You made it through there, and it's leading you in succession to the ace. So know that maybe you just went through this, but there's so much more to come. All right. This is a very opposite energy. All right. But it's like until you go through the darkness, you don't understand how wonderful this little place is in front of you. So it's all part of the journey, all part of the journey. And then look at all these bowls, all these different, I'm seeing all these different activations you've gone through. Many have given up. I'm not only have many given up, in past lives is what I mean. This is like repeat. You've been working at this for some time. This is why I'm getting the twisted oak here. The twisted oak that had the lightning. Okay? So it's an awakening. An awakening has come this lifetime, which is changing. So see, you've come here several times for this lesson, or this lesson has repeated itself over and over and over, but finally it's shifted in a way that you can see through and see where it's taking you. And that's what the water does. It puts you in those emotions. And when you go in those emotions, yeah, I'm seeing all this like language, light language here, but potentially I'm seeing the red. So this is telling me you've been through many times. Your ancestors there. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is so crazy. Like on the skull, do you see this on the skull? Look at that's the Aquarian. That's the Aquarian mark. Hold on, I was holding it wrong. I'm holding it wrong. What the heck? See that? Look at the skull. What? That's crazy. That is crazy. So there's like this awareness that's come in. Yeah, it's already part of you. And I was feeling that masculine energy, right? I was feeling that masculine energy with the water bearer, with that masculine energy bringing in and coming in to nourish you. The energy coming towards you is literally the green man. We're going to read this. I'm very familiar. The green man, we're going to read it so that you can see it. But my goodness, look at this card. There is so much in there. Take the messages as they come. This is a major arcana card, and the message is really, really beautiful here. Okay, so hold on a moment. I'll hold it back up in a sec. Let me find the page number. 4, structure, right? The structure, but this is even more than that, as you will see. This is the face of the green man. He gazes from this card with a challenging and blazing stare. Golden summer sunlight radiates from the leaves that burst abundantly across his glowing face and reach across the heart of the sacred land. In front of him is a cauldron of thriving and regenerating nature. Okay. The water bearer, potentially, which is the preserver and the storehouse of vital energy of creation and stability. It represents the throne of kingship, currently empty. The green man guards it with the spear of power and the horn of plenty, ready for the king who will take his place and stand as a defender of the land. Wow. Okay. The green man is a symbol of a flourishing heart of a male aspect of nature. One of the most ancient images of the connection between mankind and nature, his face has looked out from the stones of temples and churches for centuries. Even in the dim, chilly heights of Christian cathedrals, he looks down often on the people far below, constantly returning into thinning disguised ciphers such as the Green Knight, Jack in Jack in the Green, and Robin Hood. His face, disgorging leaves, peers out from the rich, dark, fertile heart of the forest and challenges you to respect and reveal the joys of the natural world. His aspect can be fearsome and frightening as he protects the wild beasts of the forest. They know his voice and his presence well, for he is much the one of the conspicuous spirit of the land, and the interaction between nature and beast is constantly intertwined. We're almost there. The cauldron is under his watchful eye. And this is kind of interesting because this was supposed to be the earth pile. And so I'm feeling a connection to the earth pile for those of you that feel called, because the earth dragon hides himself amongst the trees and the plants, and the eye, under watchful eye. And I just shared about the eye of the dragon. The joyful exaltation of creativity and fertility is seen in the Cern Abius giant, both proud in his manhood and his protective power. He is a giant figure indeed, mature in his power and patient in his resolution. So this is talking about kingship, the giant. I'm feeling connections to other piles with this giant energy, this kingship, ruling a kingdom. But it's all about coming in collaboration with the water energy. So this is and I love that because we said the queendom, the kingdom, now the promised land. So this is about an authentic king coming in for our divine feminines here. And at the same point in time, the divine masculines, this is about an authentic woman energy. This is the mirror, the mirrored image. This is what leads to the promised land. Wow, this is talking about an alignment. We've been getting that. His warning is to respect the laws of natures, and the beasts of the forest are best heeded, as his challenge to those who abuse generosity can be fierce and severe indeed. This is true. Trust me, I know. I was opening portals and trees, and I had no idea. There's bounce back energies. So this is talking about being responsible. This is talking about, whatever actions, the king of masculine energy, whatever actions you're putting in there, you want to make sure that they follow the universal laws, remembering that all is in balance. Okay, so really, it's something to be taken very seriously. All right, reading points. The green man is generous in his bestowal of creative, fertile energy, and he will move you. And this is what we got: fertile energy, the water bearer. That's what I was talking about. Okay, so fertile energy, he will move you to a new level of confidence and assertive dynamism. This is a time for both giving and receiving the natural flow of life inwardly and outwardly. This is just confirming what we're talking about, getting yourself in the flow, in the current, within the tide of give and take. Be prepared to find a new thriving drive. We're talking about new projects, and here it's coming up again, relationships, and in new ways of living and fulfilling your world. So we were seeing the boat here, and it's all about on the still water. It's like allow the tide, allow the calmness, allow the alchemy that you've done in that sacral chakra, allow it to guide you. But it's also talking about keeping that sacral waters calm. And I was seeing this twist of energy. Okay. So there's insights coming in. Um, Definitely. Also, that works with the water is that amethyst. Um, we didn't get that for you guys. Where did I put that? Oh, we got that heart chakra, the recondosite. We're talking about the partridge in the pear tree too. But you know what? This is related because last reading I talked about the amethyst, but this was leading me to I was thank you, Spirit. I was drawn back to it. It was talking about the flowers. There's reconda. I'm saying it wrong, but there's these bushes that are in the Himalayas that the partridges do go in. Not a pear tree. They're not by pear trees, but they're by these. I can't remember the name, but that starts with this. I know I'm saying it wrong, but anyway, they are rose bushes, and that was part of the attunement. So I have a sense that you should check out that attunement that I just posted um, to get those sacral waters flowing. Okay, and then this is the intentions moving forward. The intention is that the fire, okay, I'm feeling the fire here, is that there's this purification process. The fire, this is what I'm feeling, okay, in the smoke. I'm feeling that all these, this is like the heaviness. It feels dense here, doesn't it? It feels heavy. And this is going in the smoke. So automatically I'm getting, number one, do that attunement, but also the new moon, specifically, all these changes and this brand new start. I am feeling that one of the intentions is to sage and smudge your home. Just go around and give everything a nice cleansing, okay? Just to kind of start off fresh, releasing the last cycle as we're moving into this one. But your abundance is coming, and there's this element of yes, we're burning the dense energy. So there's like this purification process of that energy around you. And this is the integration that you need to hear. Is there's this purification process occurring. And this takes some time. And let me tell you, I just want to let you know it can be uncomfortable. Okay. So, those of you that chose this pile, you might be feeling the heat. Um, and when I say that, you're literally feeling the heat. Know that this is for you. It's burning these dense energies. It's a higher vibration of the fire, which is the violet fire. Okay. But there's also, um, I'm getting like smoke signals. Okay. So working with your ancestors, but I'm also getting, this is like flaming a fire within you. And could it possibly, I'm getting shaman, could it be leading you to shamanistic tendencies? The green man and the cauldron, and really helping being the water bearer, but also, it's like working with the animals. So I'm feeling all this energy. So your intentions moving forward about the Six of Bows to claim your harvest. So to let go of what was and allow the seeds that did grow. Allow yourself to rejuvenate. Allow yourself to enjoy the gifts of the harvest. It takes some much time to pull back. And this is what this energy is pulling in for you. I really feel that this is happening all for you. And this is why you were drawn here. It's because you have been really kind of twisting in those waters. It's been really kind of heavy, is what I'm seeing. Feeling like you're holding up the weight of the world. It's time to allow yourself to know that it's being held by another, that your team is here shielding that for you. Okay? Okay, this is number 4. I'm so sorry, Jolene. I mixed up the numbers, okay? So it's keeping us on our toes. Wow, just beautiful. Now we're going to move into what was pile number 3 is now coming up, okay? So these readings are going long. You're getting a lot of information, and I'm so happy to be of service. But those of you that truly chose the Earth Dragon, okay, we have the Archangel animals coming forward. I'm going to shuffle your energy into these just to get it nice and fresh, okay? So we've got the Archangels coming up for the Earth Dragons. I know, right? What can you do? But if you take pile number 3 and 4, that's the magic. So who knows? It could be a recipe that's like catching people off guard that they weren't expecting. Who knows? All right. It'll all drive you in a certain way. All right. So I've shuffled in your energy. Let's get to it. We've got the Archangels, and we actually literally have the Earth magic. So before we do the crystals, a reminder, whenever I see the Earth magic come forward, we are definitely talking about grounding your energies, okay? So those of you that chose the Earth Dragon, the first message coming through with you is to really take a lot of time to ground. There's many ways to ground your energy, okay? You can do it in that meditation. I've been talking about it with every pile, but there's a meditation on my page. I'm going to be releasing those on Thursdays. One way is to get it into a meditative state. Another way is to ground into Mother Earth and then connect to Source and center yourself in the middle. That's my favorite way to ground. Another way to ground is going on a walk, a conversation. Hanging out with me right now is very grounding, isn't it? It's making you in the moment. Okay, so there's lots of ways to ground. Nicola says, I thought the water dragon is the prettiest, but I was drawn to the green one. So see, look at that. The combination of the two. I'm feeling it, actually. All right, so that's the first message, okay? The timer is going off. It's like, this is your time. Out of all the readings, the timer just went off. So are the timers going off? How is the earth responding? Are you hearing the signals? Are you hearing the opportunities that are around you? Wow, that's a message I just got. I'm looking for the crystals. They're there. All right, let's find out what the crystals have to say. Okay, done it again. No inverses tonight, just so you know. The floodgates are open. New beginning. We're getting this for several piles. Are they connected? Could be. Could be that there's a connection because it's came up for pile number 1, pile number 2, and now pile number 3. A new beginning. We're in this 5th dimension. We're working on, they say, when you say 5th, a lot of people are talking about the throat chakra. Sometimes I refer to it as the 6th chakra. I don't really number them, but this is generally what we're speaking about. You saw the Aoite works, and the Aoites. Okay, this is freaking crazy. Before I show this, which is connecting to the last pile that I switched around, petrified wood. Okay, Aoite, when you use it in combination with pyrite, okay, so some of you have gotten this attunement. So like Jolene, this is that attunements. You can activate your attunements, and the Aoite and the pyrite combine to create a shield for your throat chakra, okay? I was meant to mention this with purpose, all right? So they create the throat chakra, they front and back, and then when you're working with that pyrite, you can also combine it to citrine for your solar plexus, and it does more than you think because there's a highway between these two, so it's like a double whammy, okay, so to speak. Petrified wood. This is what we were talking about. The lightning spark to the tree. Are you feeling the connection here between the two piles? I certainly am. Certainly am feeling that. And that is all about the petrified wood. Comes in to alchemize things, to move you past. Lapis lazuli. Ooh, like just, you can feel the electricity on this card. There's definitely a change in your structure. Those of you that chose the Earth Dragon, no surprise. I really feel that there's a big change. It feels so subtle, but you're going to start noticing things coming at you. This is what the lapis lazuli is telling me, is that the universe and the earth is responding to your work. There's a shift that has just happened. We've just moved into the fifth dimension from what my angels shared. And when that happened, you automatically shifted into a new timeline. It was automatic. It was subtle in many ways, but you're probably seeing it, and it's bringing things to you. Okay? It's bringing things to you. And what in the heck? I was told to do 4 cuts of the energy, and the first 2 piles and this pile. These piles are connected for a lot of us. But come on, the first 2 and this one, they all show this card as on bottom. This is that step. Oh my God, I'm just feeling this like fire, this expansion. I'm feeling it in my face actually. Ooh, okay. We're going to get into this. But, there is magic all around you. Obviously, the dragons are here, but this is allowing you to step into that new energy, that new earth. And those of you that are stepping into this new earth and resonating with these connections, the dragons are trying to let you know, not only are you the new earth, but you are some of the first, because you have been working with the earth. You are the earth guardians is what I'm hearing. And those of you that have got the entrance, you have been working hard to create this new earth, to assist Mother Earth, to assist to that. And so there's a gift coming back to you, and that is the entrance. Okay? Wow. Oh, I didn't need to shuffle, but I did. All right. So we're going to go ahead and find out. No such things as mistakes. Okay? We're going to go ahead and see what is the energy that's surrounding you right now. Boom. Wow. This is a big one, okay? I know, because this is another attunement that I do. I'm sure it's going to show its face here pretty soon. It's leading to your abundance. Now, this black tourmaline is really kind of perfect for the message, the story that's being revealed for you guys with your energy, because you've added you're in a whole new arena. But just because you're in a new arena doesn't mean you rest on your laurels. And in fact, it's new. You've got to experience the new game. So black tourmaline comes in to allow you. What it does is it alchemizes like all these, and I'm like literally seeing it in my mind's eye. So when this attunement comes up, first of all, I'm getting that you should participate in that. Hold on, I'm getting a message in some of my sacred work. Hold on. This is how I know. The fact that that just happened while I was here on camera with you guys is I am currently aware that I am an earth guardian. I do have some sacred work that I do with Mother Earth. And the fact that I just did it here on camera, as I was looking in my mind's eye, I'm like, wait a minute. This is like related. This is related to what I've been working on. And it's working with the grids. Okay. And so I'm really feeling this element here. I'm really feeling that those of you that came here, you guys are the shadow walkers, okay? You are the ones who paved the way. This is like, you know how you do the blacktop? This is what I'm feeling. The roads. This is leading you to your abundance, but there's also a message here. The fifth dimension. This is not where we want to stop. We want to keep going. And in fact, I meant to mention it's the eighth dimension where we completely shed this shadow self, where we become 0 point. Okay. So I feel that this is automatically something that's for those of you that chose this because of the path that you chose before you came here, your sacred mission. Feeling it so much. I feel like we're in the energy. So let's go ahead and get the 4 directions for you. Okay? So we're going to have the angels come in. Okay. I want to take a moment to think about this. Archangel Gabriel, Uriel, Raphael, Michael. Okay, yeah, I really feel that we're gonna go Archangel Gabriel, Uriel, Raphael, Michael. We've got a message coming up with Michael and Uriel. And don't you love that? From the east is Michael, his blue light, okay? The throat chakra. This is where the intentions of where we're going. But it settles in the west. And so to affect the throat chakra, we're talking about the solar plexus, which is ruled by Archangel Uriel, okay? And yeah, I'm feeling this connection between the two. So let's go ahead and do those there. I pre-shuffled for those of you that chose. Yeah, here it is. You're the whales. This is that Atlantean. I'm feeling that Atlantean timeline. I was feeling it already with Archangel Uriel. This is already part of you, okay? In the West, you've already worked through this activation. And in fact, you're getting confirmation that you're receiving transmission about how to unlock this ancient wisdom within you, all right? You have this ancient wisdom that you're meant as the earth dragon to bring into this earth plane to help others. And I really feel the connection on the Atlantean timeline. This is just confirming that, all right? So let's go ahead and get another shuffle, a little bit more information here. And there's the shark. So the shark, excuse me, the shark, he can pick up on the sixth sense, okay? So I'm getting that for you guys. You've got the sixth sense. You potentially can work with the 6 elements. Wow. Okay. That's really coming up a lot for me. So we have, hold on, I want to catch up. I thought the water dragon. Yes, ma'am. An army of shadow walkers. Yes, sister, we're doing it hand in hand. We are paving the roads. And we have that 6th sense. And this is letting me know a lot of things because if you look at the eye of the shark, they're blinded. Okay. So I really feel, and Nicoletta, just me looking at your message confirms that for me, is like they're walking, but they're blinded. Okay. But it's all about what they feel and know. So this is just letting you know you're in the right place. Now, you could be new on this path or you could be walking this path. It's a general read. So that information will lay with everybody differently. Okay. So let's go ahead and cut. Where is the energy to the east and to the west? Oh my gosh, this is so crazy what I just pulled. Okay. The reason I said it's crazy is because look at this is to the east. And what were we talking about? Archangel Uriel, Archangel Michael. And this is Metatron's cube in the middle. But do you know, it is all the archangels that create Metatron's cube. And this is all talking about gridding. And I know because this is the sacred geometry using the angels that I use when I grid. And this is some of the sacred work that I do as an earth guardian. Wow. I just love it. Okay. So synchronistic. It's so synchronistic. And here we've got the celestials and the earth below, right? And it's like you're grounding that in. And I just really love this. Okay. We've got the rhinoceros who's able to charge, right? And so this is talking about the energies, the intentions moving forward. It's really resonating here about this balance between your solar plexus and your throat chakra, letting you know that they are actually related. Okay. Now, the rhino can be very fierce if need be, as we know, so can Archangel Michael. So you're working. I actually feel that those of you who chose this path are working with Archangel Michael, okay, or Archangel Uriel, or both. If you're not already working with both, this is a sign that I think you should call upon Archangel Uriel. He's going to help you a lot this is a sun and moon cycle. This literally has to do with the rising in the east and setting in the west. I really am feeling it. So those of you that chose this pile, you have a lot going on in the nighttime in the dream cycle. Pay attention to your dreams. Please journal your dreams. They're important. Then you wake up and you probably have a sacred routine in the morning. If you don't, you're being called to create one. And the sun is coming up with purpose to help you balance that light body. So if you haven't called upon Archangel Uriel in the sun, now don't directly stare into the sun. I've been told this multiple times, especially those that you chose this pile, because I feel this pile can work with the 6 elements. We're talking about 4 of them today. But those of you that chose this pile and potentially what's linked them all together, those of you that find this special message, not all of you, but some of you, you work with the ethers, and you also have access to one that a lot of people don't talk about, and that's the dark matter. You literally have access to all the elements, and this is granted to you as part of your mission while you're here. Okay, this is a very special mission. It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. All right. So these angels and Metatron. So you're working with angels. Okay. If you're not, you're meant to. Okay. Let me just tell you that. I cannot help but see the Orion belt here. I just can't help but see the Orion's belt. So you might be Orion from the Orion star system. But I'm also hearing Sirius. Okay. Which is this blue energy. So yeah, that is just so incredible. Be strong and courageous. Be strong and courageous. I'm going to read this because I believe there's an extended message here just for you. This is the intentions moving forward. So it's a really important card, in my opinion, in your read. All right. These massive creatures come from Leucame, an ascended aspect of Sirius. What? I did not know that. Okay, I mean, I've read this before, but that's so crazy. All right. Their fortitude and their love of earth has enabled them to ascend into the 5th dimension. Quadruple confirmation that you are in the 5th dimension. Okay. Their soul mission is to act as bridges between source and earth. Wow. This is resonating for so many people. This is resonating deeply. They help people and animals to plug into their earth star chakras, the treasure chest underneath their feet. That's what's being highlighted here, the earth star chakra, which has everything to do with that black tourmaline. Oh my gosh, it's just so connected. Into Lady Gaia to be charged with their light. They are the representatives of the golden age of Mu. The golden age, the gods. Okay, so maybe you've been getting a lot about like Zeus, Aphrodite. Okay, that's the gods, and hold trust, and they hold in trust for us the information, the knowledge, and the wisdom of that era. It is contained in the healing blue aquamarine flame held within the center of the earth, Orion, Ceres, and the Pleiades and Neptune. The rhinos are helping Earth to ascend by holding the geometric structure that connects the ascension planets. Their service work is to prune trees or to act as grass mowers. Okay? So you are healers for sure. For sure. But not only for you, for the all of humanity. This is coming up for purpose. This card reminds you that you do a great deal of service work, especially healing, without knowing that you do it. You're asked to visualize the blue aquamarine flame of Michael and Mary. I told you, Archangel Michael. And imagine yourself standing within it. This will activate knowledge and wisdom that you are ready to bring forward from the golden age of Mu, which is the Mu is your original. It's your original chakra. That's what Mu is for me. I love this because Mu is the treasure chest, the Earth Star chakra, the knowledge of what we truly are and have been. In there is all your lives. Recognize that this is important and that the keys and codes from Mu will help Earth and those around you to ascend. So you are not only were we getting the Atlantean timeline, but we're going further back here. Okay. You guys are like the originals, which is why you have these access to all of these elements. Your guidance is steadily to move on the path. Move steadily on your path. Know that you're healing and connecting places and people wherever you go. People may not understand, but you are developing fortitude, strength, and determination. These qualities will ultimately help you on your ascension journey. So that's what I was saying. Just by being you, you're connecting people. Okay? Wow. So crazy. Sorry, my lips are really dry. Okay. Now, on the other side of the spectrum, we have the prize pig. I'm saying that because I'm thinking of Wilbur right away from, oh my gosh, okay, this is even synchronistic. Yeah, Charlotte's Web. Thanks, honey. Wilbur, and how he allows himself to be guided and how he changes the mind of the farmer. Okay, there's a lot in here. This is in the West. This is already part of you. Look at that bright sun. Look at all the angels, right? So it's like you've this alchemy within your heart, within your own chakra system is allowing you to connect and to pull that all to go down deep. Okay. So wow. And it's the sacred rose, the blue rose, which has to do, okay. So we were talking about the rose attunement on the last one with the feminine, but this is an elevation to that. It's working through the sacred waters, becoming that emotional master, but then using your throat chakra to share the message with the world. Okay, so this is like I'm feeling the multi. Okay, we're talking about the solar plexus. We're talking so you have a lot going on, so it's confusing, but you're here to know that you're the prize pig. That the work is working in your favor. And just like Charlotte's, and then look at this. Come on. Not only do I see a crown here, okay, a burst to the crown, expansion to the crown, which we're all getting this week, but it's definitely being highlighted for you. But you know what else I see there? Is dandelion, like the dandelion, a wish. So I feel that many of you are on the reward aspect of this, and it's time to make a wish. It's time to put out to the universe, hey, I've done some hard work. What do you want to manifest? What do you want to bring out? Okay, that's what I'm getting from that pig. And the pig is that pink, it's that heart. So it's just like really, you've had so many activations happening at once. It's really hard to keep it. The original vampires. Yeah. And that's why not everybody has access to the 6 anymore. Exactly. Exactly. Okay. Wow. Beautiful message. Thank you to the Archangels. Okay. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Thank you, Archangel Uriel, especially, and Archangel Metatron. So this applies to you all in different ways. Okay. All right. Let's move into our last part of your reading, which is the special magic in the South, which will let you ride out the emotions. And then the energy that's coming in for you. Okay, so on the bottom, look at the timing. It's most divine for you. This was a pre-shuffle. You saw me shuffle. And it's a major release here, just like the leaves. Okay, and here's all those chakras. They're all represented. The heart down. But as below, so above. This is such a message I'm getting for you guys. So don't worry about concentrating on these guys. Okay? This is coming up with purpose. You don't need to worry about the throat chakra. You need to make sure you're standing in your power. That is automatically going to keep your throat chakra in check. As above, so below. The highways between the chakras. Okay? So when you're balancing, I like to look at the lower chakras, the root, the sacral, and the solar plexus. That's the sunrise and the sundown. Okay? So this is what we maneuver day in and day out to make sure that we have the stability. This is coming up so much for those of you because you have access to the ethers and to the dark matter. It is literally amazing what you guys can create from the void, what you can create in the ethers. And trust me when I say this, you want to be mindful of that creation. Okay? As you were saying, energy dragons. Okay? So, wow. Oh, yeah. Thank you. We're on the green dragon. Forget me. Yes, the green dragon. So, yeah. So, this is really showing all this. And there's that sunlight. So, it's just really about connecting to source. And just like the leaves in autumn, allow yourself to fall, allow yourself to surrender. Okay? All right. Connection to the summer solstice. I actually feel this very much that there was an activation that allowed those of you Atlanteans, I was getting that Atlantean, allowing you to dive deeper into the golden ages. Into the golden ages. I believe it's an activation that you're working on from summer solstice to winter solstice. And in fact, there's a reading here on my page that maps out summer to winter solstice. And that it's like month by month. You might want to check into that. Trust your instincts. This is on bottom. This is letting you know these are the mountains. Okay, I really love what I'm seeing here. Okay, because look at we're on Earth. Okay, and these are the mountains that you have crossed, and you're putting your footprint. Now we're only seeing one wolf here. Does that mean you're part of the pack? I believe absolutely. You're either the lone wolf that's come from the mountains to create your own pack, okay? Your own posse. But I feel more than anything, the wolf, here's the moon in the background, and those are the clouds, okay? So we've got the fog and the shifting. And look at there's winter. Here's that winter, the ice. Okay? So what we're talking about here is taking a moment to freeze, allowing yourself to call out. You know, that's what the wolf do. They call out in the moon, they howl in the moon to let the pack know where they are. So this is like you're working with a pack, okay? You're working together. We're going to leave that on bottom, and we're going to go ahead and choose your special message. Message. DNA activations. What were we saying? You have access to the all, okay? You guys are the matrix manipulators. It's saying karma here. I want to go deeper here. You are not only balancing, but with a service attitude, which actually assists you on your path. Okay, those of you that chose this pile, it's like being of service, and this is what I resonate with. It actually literally assists you in getting messages for yourself, but also, you know, things just come together. I don't know how to explain it, but there's this DNA activation. Those of you that chose this pile, this is the special magic that you need to know is that you do this for others. You allow others to balance their karma, and by being of service, you develop dharma. Okay? Dharma. So you are working. Look at it's like the caduceus is not here, but this is a connection to the first pile for sure. Okay? But those of you, I resonate with this so much. You have access to the dark matter because that is what's changed our DNA. And so you're assisting with the authentic blueprint. The authentic blueprint. And that's why you work with Archangel Michael. I believe that. Okay, the energy coming in. Whoa, take it in. Wow. It's a lot. It's a lot of energy. The Milky Way, it's all about perspective. Okay. So this is what I'm seeing. When I first drew into your pile at the beginning, okay, I'm plugging into your energy. I believe this. I'm feeling this connection. I'm really feeling it to how we made the mistake with the switch with the water pile. Okay. I'm really feeling this a lot because we were talking about how I saw the energy spinning around. And this is what I'm seeing here. But it depends. This is where you have perspective. What are you seeing? Before I share, what are you seeing? Okay, because this is either energy coming down towards you and you're the center, or you're the center and energy is leaving from you. Do you see? I feel that those of you that chose this pile, those of you that have the six elements, that you're doing both. You're able to anchor the light into the earth as the grid workers, but you're also the transmuters removing. And it's like this is where the sun is coming in to help you balance that shadow side in a more effective way. You're going to be blown away, y'all. If you are earth guardians that are holding a lot of energy, it's hard to process that. I understand cleaning my chakras for days at a time. Okay, I get it. But the sun, and this is my sacred work, the crystals help me keep that in balance. They help me cleanse that. But at the same point in time, the sun helps keep that light body in check. And that's the special thing that you're meant to hear. Your light body can only handle so much. And that's the perspective that we're getting. Okay. So that's the energy coming towards you is the Milky Way. Okay. The bigger part of the solar system, your bigger part of the all than you may realize. And you're going to show others how to do the same. Wow. Okay. This was quite the ride. Thanks for hanging out with me, girlfriend. Nicoletta, high five. Hey, Delina. I just saw you're here. So, yeah, just so you know, we switched the messages. Okay. Sorry, Delina. Oh, you hooked her up. Thanks, you guys. So you can check back in, but I will let people know about the switch. Thanks for hanging out with me. Check in tomorrow for the next Melissa just chose 4. Okay, so I don't know if you just got here, but you can go back and we're just kind of wrapping up. Oh my God, beautiful messages for pile number 4. So know that you're part of the pack. Know that you're part of the pack, the sisterhood of the wolves. Okay, those are the divine feminine, the shadow, the army of shadow walkers walking hand in hand, paving the roads for the new earth. It really is beautiful, isn't it? So until next time, and then look at this. I'm sorry. When I notice these things, right next to it is that ebb and flow of the ocean. There's definitely a connection between pile number 4. Just so you know, we're reading the green dragon, Melissa. I mixed them up. So if you're looking for the water dragon, it's actually pile number 3. But I'm feeling that they are connected. Okay, I'm feeling that they are connected because here's the ebb and the flow. And then look at, I cannot make this up. It's a new day. It's a new dawn. And I'm feeling good. Bottom, bottom. We could just read from the bottom. Completion. Wow. All right. Beautiful messages. Until next week, Animal Wisdom will be coming in with the full moon. We'll be coming in. I said the full moon. It's not full moon yet. Is it full moon? No. Next, we just went into a new moon in a couple weeks. But next week on Sunday, I expect the Animal Wisdom to come online. So, like it has been for so much time, and I can't wait to see what's coming next week. But make sure you ground into the energies of this week. There's a lot of magic at hand. And the dragons really want you to understand what you're working with. It's all about working with the elements to manifest. And so they're bringing those clues in. All right. So come back and join me tomorrow for that meditation, for that crown activation with Ruby and Clover. Thanks for joining me. You're very welcome. Have yourself a fabulous day. We'll talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye. Hi.